picture looks great.
Thanks. Are you hitting on me?
We're
Nah.
live. We're live now.
Oh, okay. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How
Hey,
y'all
Kevin.
doing? Hello, Bird. Hello, Virginia. Hello, Suits.
How's it going?
Good,
Hi.
good, good. We're trying something a little bit different here today. I know a few people picked up. Yeah, we didn't do a live show today. You get an echo.
Who's fighting with the Tin Man?
I don't know.
Me.
I was going to say, I hear a lot of clanking.
Oh
That's
my God.
me.
I hear Virginia fighting with the Tin Man, and Kevin looks like he put Crisco on his camera lens.
Oh, yeah.
And Suits looking like he's at Jurassic Park. I'm loving that.
It's nice out here today. This is chill. I'm having a good time.
Trying to rig this thing to make my phone like stand up. Oh my God. Steadies!
Yeah, what is Virginia going to do when she has to do all of her tech all on her own?
Rocco's at school. I thought about taking him out of school today just so he could be my tech guy. But
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you get some free day. I'm sure he would love that.
oh, he would have loved it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm using the laptop that my son always uses, and that kid's just always sticky because he eats a lot of pancakes. And so, yeah.
Hey, you're lucky if it's syrup.
Yeah, that's true. He eats a lot of pancakes, but what was on my camera wasn't syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we just wanted to do this because, I think we're going to be checking in a lot during the holidays coming up. So I thought, today with taking the day off, it might be kind of cool just to come in here and try a little impromptu little podcast, and then we can promote these better, when we get into the holidays so that, even if we're not there, we can, whatever we're doing, we can just hop on and catch up and see what's going on and see what's happening with the people. So, yeah, so the reason why we didn't do a show today was I went to a country concert over the weekend in Miami, and it's a good thing I didn't try to do it. I think I got to bed at 2:20 last night.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I would have slept for 30 minutes, and it would have been rough. And it would have been without any show prep. So, yeah, it's not the best advantage to do a good show. So,
Well, you look
Yes.
great, baby. You're glowing.
thank you. Yeah, I feel good now. It was a lot of fun. How'd your weekends go? I know we got a lot to get to because Virginia was texting me on Saturday and then accidentally called me on the way down to Miami. So, yeah, I knew. I'm like, oh boy, we got a lot to talk about with Virginia's weekend. So, yeah, she went up to Tallahassee up there, and I know on Friday she was talking about how things might be going down with her daughter's roommate, the cat girl.
Well, do you want me to tell you everything now or wait? I mean, I'll do whatever you want.
Yeah, you know what? I think you can definitely give a lot of us because to me, I think we can do a little bit here and then we can do a little bit of a recap tomorrow. The people that we got that are hanging out right now, I want them to get a little bit of a reward for coming out. They're going to get, I think they get the full gist of what happened this weekend because I know we got a lot to talk about just on what happened over the weekend for everybody. So, yeah, I say we do it and then whatever comes with it because we'll have comments on it tomorrow so we can kind of pick up round two. So, anybody who's not joining us today, they'll get round two and get the next bit of comments. So yeah, I think whatever Virginia was texting me because it was coming through hot on Saturday, Bird. I was
Okay.
like, oh, good heavens! So let me kind of because I'll let you know. Let me have the whole audience pick up with where we are here because they got to know to set the stage. Okay, Virginia texted me on Saturday. She said, coming up on Monday, you definitely have a lot of 7 a.m. material with this Magnolia roommate bullshit. I fucking can't believe it. It's layered. And I said, sweet, you at the game? She said, no, I'm at a bar. And then she sent me a photo actually a video. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can see through my weird lens here, but that's Magnolia and Virginia. Look at this party mom that we got here. I mean, party mom. Check her out. Look at party mom there. She is just raging with everybody there at Florida State. Virginia looks like she's part of the sorority, if you can see that. I mean, look at her. She's getting all crazy, and yeah, so lots of bodies there. So that was going on, and so then after I got that video from Virginia, she said, "I'm confronting her tomorrow, and I'm recording it, and I'm getting her permission. I'm gonna bum rush her." Is what she said, and I said, "Wow." She said, "No, I'm gonna bum rush that C-bomb, sneak attack." And she said, "I'm going to do it in front of several witnesses. Not fucking playing with this bitch. Yes, she doesn't want me to do it, but I told her it's happening because I was asking her about how Magnolia felt about it." So that's what I got. So you guys are now caught up to where I am with whatever's going on here with whatever Virginia has. So what was happening on Saturday, Virginia? Because there must have been some fireworks going off.
So I have to rewind it to Friday, and I'm driving up to Tallahassee, and I'm getting intel from people that know this girl. The Magnolia has 3 roommates. 2 of them are cool. 1 of them is not. There's 4 girls in this little pod, and one of them has been really mean. She's the one with the cat.
Okay.
She's the one that has been just a bitch to Magnolia for no reason. But I'm getting intel that this is what she does. So somebody got in touch with me that knows her last roommate. Okay, we're going to call this girl Rose. So Rose was this girl's first roommate before Magnolia.
Okay.
And she hated Rose just like she hates Magnolia for no reason. Rose is a sweet girl, but she kind of just, I guess, decides she has to hate someone and go after them. So I'm finding out like what she did to Rose, and I'm freaking out because I'm like, great, this is my future. This is all the things that she's going to start doing to Magnolia. So this girl went into Rose's bedroom when Rose wasn't there and put live crickets in her bed.
Oh, wow.
To mess with her.
Okay.
She also put stuff in her food in the refrigerator, tainted the girl's food in the fridge.
Okay, what did she put in there? Because that's a varying degree.
She put something in the girl's food to mess with her. That's what she did. I didn't get any more.
It could be salt, all the way from salt to cyanide.
Yeah, but I mean, I could reach out to this girl and I could ask her. I'm sure she would have a tale to tell, but I didn't have time for all that.
So this girl's she's not jokey about any of this. This isn't okay. She just has poor taste in pranks.
She thinks she's a badass, and she specifically does stuff to terrorize. And I mean, this is just next level. I mean, nobody else in the pod smokes pot. Magnolia does not. Her other roommates, 2 of them, they do not. They don't really even like it. But this one girl, she smokes it in the living room. She leaves her paraphernalia all out. So we're driving up there. I found out all this information. We walk in the front door. The marijuana's out. The bong is out. The pot is out. She leaves it in the living room, kind of like a FU to the other girls. Like the whole living room smells like pot. And I don't care if you smoke pot, but go smoke it in your room, because my kid has asthma and allergies and doesn't smoke pot, doesn't do any of that, and doesn't want to smell it. Neither do the other 2 girls. They don't either. It's a power move. So already I see this bitch. I know exactly what she's doing, like asserting her dominance.
Game recognizes game.
Game recognizes game, bitch. I see you.
Yeah,
so she walks in the apartment a lot. This is what I get from the girls. She'll walk in, just walk right up to the bong. Doesn't matter who's in the living room. It could be Magnolia and her friends that don't smoke. She'll hit the bong, rip it, blow smoke in the air. Whole entire apartment smells like pot. It smells disgusting.
Yeah.
So she also tainted that. She took clothes from that other girl, messed with her laundry, like did a bunch of stuff, like really was a terrorist to that girl. And so now I have all this information, and I decide that I'm going to say something right away when I get there. And Magnolia's like, no, Mom, please don't. I don't want you to ruin the whole weekend. I don't want you to be aggressive like I know you're going to be, like I fully intended to be. Because
she knows honestly, who you are, right?
Magnolia's right. that would ruin the whole weekend. If I walk in and I start a fight and I immediately throw a shoe or whatever, like now the weekend is just effed because I'm staying there. I'm staying in the apartment. I didn't get a hotel. Magnolia has like a queen bed in her room. So I was just going to stay in that with her. So I don't say anything. We get there Friday night. This girl speaks to everybody. Like there's other parents with us, other kids. She speaks to every other parent, says hi to every other kid in the room except me and Magnolia. So it's like blatant. It's obvious. Like, she don't like Mag. She don't like me. She's going to ignore us. She's going to be a see you next Tuesday to both of us for no reason. She don't even know me. She has no idea we're talking about her on the radio. Like no clue of any of this.
Okay. All right. That's probably a good thing.
Which is a very good thing. You have to bum rush them. Don't let them see.
Okay, this is part of the strategy. That's why you were going straight in. You're going in hard. Yeah.
So I promised Magnolia, okay, I'm going to let the whole weekend pass. I'm not going to say anything. We're going to tailgate. We're going to go to the frat houses. Magnolia and this girl they're not in the same sorority. They don't share a lot of friends. They don't run in the same circles. So there was no like, oh, we're going to run into her. Oh no, like it didn't happen. So we went to the fraternities. We had so much fun. We went to a bar called Pot Bellies. That was the video that I sent you, was at Pot's. It's Pot Bellies, but
that looked awesome. Yeah. Okay.
It was amazing. It was so fun. They had a big screen with the TV. A lot of Miami fans. There was a bunch of Miami fans there as well. It was so fun. One of Magnolia's friends bought a table, so we had like this whole private area. You know, I love a private area.
Oh yeah, you need a private area actually.
I was having a great time, but then the game was almost over, and I started to peter out. I started to get a little tired.
Okay, yeah, that was a 3:30 game, so this is probably about 7 p.m.
Yeah, around 7 p.m. I'm getting tired, so I decide I'm going to go back to the apartment. And Mags decided she was going to stay. And so I got an Uber back to the apartment, and I'm in the apartment by myself. I'm actually FaceTiming with Panda because he's showing me the LSU game on his phone because I couldn't get it on their TV. So he's showing me the LSU game on his phone.
Yeah, they're playing Florida.
Yes. Mm-hmm. In comes the girl all by herself. Nobody else.
No. Okay.
And I'm
all right. Here we go.
This is opportunity knocking. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and answer because
I had talked to you just before. You seem like you had a strong buzz at this point.
Very strong. Very strong. I was shotgunning at the Pike House. No big deal.
Shotgunning with beer?
Seltzers.
Seltzers. Okay. What, just like right out of the can?
I put a TikTok up. You don't look at my TikToks?
No, I was a little busy this weekend, Virginia. I couldn't get to any TikToks.
Yeah, so she walks in. Panda's on FaceTime. Panda is listening and realizes, oh, damn, it's going down.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And, I promised Magnolia I would match her energy. If she came aggressive, I would get aggressive. But if she came sweet, I was going to get sweet because I don't want to make life hard for Mags. I promised her I would do that. Mm-hmm. So I asked her to come sit down with me on the sofa so we could talk. She was sweet as pie. She sat down and I said, look, I know that you have a problem with Magnolia. You tell everybody how much you hate her. You treat her very weird. The whole thing with the cat and the disrespect, you're so mean to her. And she and I just don't understand why. Like, we're trying to figure out why. Did Magnolia do something to you? Because if she did something to you, I'm going to be so mad at her. Like, I need to know what she did to make you hate her so much because she's in trouble. Like, that's the whole way I was going to go.
Okay.
And she's like, no, she didn't do anything to me. She's been nice to me. I don't know. I feel like maybe I've just been mean to her and we hit it off on the wrong foot to begin with. And, but meanwhile, I know exactly what it is. So this girl's like a queen bee and everybody kisses her ass. Magnolia doesn't kiss her ass. And that's the problem. Magnolia just does her own thing. And she's like, I'm not kissing this girl's ass. Everybody else kisses this girl's ass. So that's how they hit it off on the wrong foot. Mags didn't do that. And immediately this girl's like, all right, it's on. It's war. And so
Okay.
I'm like, look, what can I do to make things better between you guys? Because you have to live together. I signed a year lease. Like, this is a real long commitment. We're like
Right.
3 months in, bitch. We got to fix
Yeah.
this.
Right.
So I didn't call her a bitch, but I'm like, we got to fix this. You guys have to live together for a year. What can I do? And she said, well, maybe we all just need to talk and we need to just start from scratch. And I was like, yes, start from scratch. That would be
Right.
perfect.
Mhm.
And then I leaned in a little bit and I said, I know about Rose. I know about the crickets.
Oh boy.
I know about the laundry. I know about you tainting Rose's food. I'm like, we can't let it get to that. We can't let it get to that. Because if it gets to that, then I'm going to have to get involved with my family. And you're not going to like that.
Oh
And your
no. Okay.
parents aren't going to like that.
Okay.
And
So we
I'm going to
went
go
in
to
nice.
Tampa. I'm going to go to Tampa. I know
Yeah.
you live in Tampa. I know where you live. Please, let's not get that. Let's not let it get to that. Please. And so she was like, okay. Like very, very open to it. Like, I think she spotted crazy in that moment. She's like,
Okay.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
game recognizes game. This hooker's crazy too. I mean, she's crazy. I give her credit. Crickets in the bed, tainting the food. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I can see where you might respect that actually.
I do in a weird way. I mean,
Yeah.
I certainly don't want the behavior repeated, but I recognize when I'm playing with a player.
Okay. So you know this girl's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I know this girl's like, she's next level psycho.
Well, it sounds like a good reset can happen. They can sit down and
Yes.
maybe even establish some rules for the apartment and have
Yes.
things agreed upon and say, hey, we'll vote on certain things and here's how you do it. Keep it in your own
Totally.
room. Yeah.
And, I bought them all breakfast. I wanted them to go out together and reset each other. I sent Magnolia money. I said, take her out. All of you girls need to go to breakfast together and talk about it and reset it and try to come to a place where you can at least live together. You don't have to be buddy, but I can't have what happened to Rose happen to Magnolia.
Yeah.
Because then it's just going to be a whole bag of awful and ugly that I'm fully prepared to execute. But I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want all that.
From that point, this is Saturday night. What happened after this conversation?
So trickling in, the other people start coming back.
Okay.
The mean girl who's now trying to fix her ways, she wanted to go back out after our talk. She probably wanted to get the hell away from me.
Oh, yeah.
And I told her, I said, hey, I've got a VIP wristband at Potbelly's. Why don't we cut my wristband? And I'm going to show you how to tape it back so they won't be able to tell. You're going to go to Potbelly's and you're going to be a VIP, courtesy of me. And that's my peace offering to you for coming to the table and agreeing to try to make things better between you and Magnolia. I'm giving you this. I'm giving you breakfast tomorrow. I'm giving you whatever you need to feel better and do better. And she was very happy. We put the VIP bracelet on her. She went back out and then she was gone for like 2 hours. In that time, I cleaned the whole apartment. I did all of this bitch's dirty dishes that were in the sink. Not a single dish was Magnolia's. All of her dishes. I washed them by hand, dried them by hand, put them back in the cabinet, took out 2 giant bags of garbage, took the garbage to the thing, took all of her pot and her paraphernalia, and I put it in her bedroom by her nightstand with a note. This belongs in here now.
Oh, okay. A little note. Okay. Was there a smiley?
Oh, yeah. I
face
told her
at the
that
end
too.
of
I'm
it?
like, you can't have your marijuana out here like this. You can't have the whole place smelling like marijuana. You can't do that. That's terroristic. You can't do that. She's just trying to show off how cool she is. Oh, look how cool. I smoke pot. I'm so cool.
Right.
They're 18.
I know. Exactly. Yeah. They're trying to figure out the world. This probably, they haven't been living out on their own that long.
No.
Yeah. This is what she thinks she needs to do. So you think everything is then solved after all this? How did she react to you cleaning the apartment? Was everything good? Did they appreciate
Loved
it?
it. All the girls loved it. They
Uh-huh.
were so appreciative. So the other parents came back, and then we had a full-on dance party in the apartment. And then they came back after the parents. Now, this is about like midnight now. and one of the girls, the sweet roommate, I won't say her name, but the other sweet roommate, she had fallen in the staircase at their apartment and broke her damn thumb. So they had to bring her to the hospital. I didn't get involved in that because I was too drunk to be talking to some doctor. No. So
Right, okay.
the mean girl actually took the sweet girl to the hospital and stayed with her till like 6 a.m.
Wow.
And then
Okay.
the girl had surgery at like 9 a.m.
So she really mangled it then. That's crazy.
Kevin, it looked like a Z. Her thumb was like a Z.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
She fell
Oh,
hard.
that's terrible.
And she was wasted. I was so sad for her because she is an actual doll baby. She's so sweet.
Yeah. She just tried to keep up with Virginia. Is that what happened?
No, she was on her own party.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was back at the house.
How many college girls did you put down in your timeout? Like, we can't hang with this mom. What the hell is going on? What's running through her veins?
It was fun. It was a good time. I had to leave because I just felt like, it's time for me to go. It's getting a little too
You're getting a
squirrely.
little fuzzy. Yeah.
Well, there was so many college kids, and then like there's like college guys, and they're like, "Oh, look, a MILF," and I'm like, "I'm married. I am not."
Yeah, but those college boys, that's quite a story for any of them. I remember those days.
I gotta go.
Yeah, it's time to get mom out.
Panda was talking to me on the phone. He's like, "Yeah, you do have to go." He was not appreciating the college guy that wanted to kiss me. I'm like, I can't, dude. I'm so sorry.
Wow. Oh boy. Okay. Here
I had
we
on
go.
sunglasses, so I do look a lot younger with sunglasses. See?
Okay. Oh yeah. I need to do that too.
It helps.
Yeah. I need eye blinding. That's good. Okay. All right. So we're in a peaceful place. Everything else with the weekend went well then?
Yeah, everything else is good.
Okay.
It's fun.
Good. Yeah. How about you, Bird? Any big adventures over the weekend?
Excuse me. Didn't mean for that phlegm bubble there.
It sounded great.
I always got some adventures, but I'm going to send you my stuff for tomorrow.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, my stuff was cool. You know, the concert was kind of interesting because I know you're asking about Miami Marine Stadium. If you're not too familiar with Miami, it was an old stadium that they've got right out there, Rickenbacker Causeway. And so it's right on Biscayne Bay. And they opened it up in the 60s for boat racing. And I guess that's what they did a lot of it with. But when Hurricane Andrew hit in like 92, it just trashed the stadium. And it's been kind of sitting there like that. It's pretty fascinating. In fact, they were running video at the concert. Jimmy Buffett had done a big show there in like 1985. You should have seen it. I mean, it looked like 1985. This is primetime Miami Vice cocaine days. And so, yeah, they had Buffett, but it's super cool because what it is you've got the stadium and the stands are on land, and then the performer, whatever, would be in the water, and then all these boats. Yeah, all these boats would be around the performers. So when they're showing the Jimmy Buffett thing, you got people on rafts and boats and all that kind of stuff. It looked like an unbelievable show because the whole place was packed. And it's, 85, so Margaritaville's not as old as it is now. So, yeah,
that's
it was
fun.
kind of a cool concept. Yeah, so they did it, and that's where I was confused. I didn't know what they were going to do with the concert because I'm like, the thing's dilapidated as far as I know because they've talked about refurbishing, but they haven't. So what they do is they have kind of a big parking spot area out there on Rickenbacker Causeway. And so they put up a stage and then they did the concert there, which was cool. I like the concept. They even did a carnival around it. So they had kind of like fair rides and all that kind of stuff that was set up. But the thing that was a nightmare was the freaking parking. Because, anytime, because out there, Rickenbacker Causeway, you got water on either side, right? And you've got just maybe 3 lanes going in and 3 lanes coming out. And there's nothing else really out there. And so the parking was just terrible. It took us, I think, an hour and a half. We had to walk about a mile and a half to get to our car because the line for the buses to get back on a bus, they would shelter to your car. That took forever. 90 minutes to get out. And then it took a full 2 hours to get down there on Saturday.
Is the stage still set up where you can have boats around it?
No, I mean, if you look up photos of it, you can see the Miami Marine Stadium itself. It's a concrete structure, but it is just chewed up. And now they use it a lot of graffiti artists.
Oh.
So it's got actually kind of an interesting vibe. I've seen some people do photo shoots out there because it does have that weird, almost Roman Colosseum kind of look of something that was something once in the day, but it's nothing now kind of vibe. So that's kind of how it's all set up. So
everyone wants to know how the concert went, but people really want to know if you got laid or not.
Well, what we wound up doing was we drove down on Saturday. And then, yeah, I mean, the rooms, like I was saying last week, anywhere, I know Virginia, you found that one for like $200, but the ones we had seen where we're going to stay anywhere from $400 to $900. And then the 200 was just a lot. And then we wound up having to do something back here on Sunday anyway with Cannon. So, we were going to probably have to come back. So we just drove. Driving back is not bad when there's not any traffic. Down was 2 hours. Driving back, though, my gosh, man, even on a Saturday night, we were driving out of there this is probably 12:30, 1 a.m. I'm driving about 95 miles an hour. I'm on I-95, and I almost got run off the road 2 different times. Cars had to be doing 120, 130.
Whoa.
So,
I mean, it's just, I mean, you have to drive to survive. It was, and I had to go 95. Like, if you're not, I couldn't imagine. If you were going 65 or 70 miles an hour, I don't know how you would survive. Like, it is insane. It is like a bunch of dudes on fast cars that have been doing cocaine for 10 hours. I mean, it's fucking chaos, man. It's terrifying.
No thanks. I'm getting a hotel.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the perspective. If you do anything late in Miami, that is what you are coming out. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, no, that was pretty insane. So, yeah, driving back wasn't that bad. I mean, it was just about an hour and 10 minutes. Drive back to West Palm from Miami, with a clear shot. Actually, probably about an hour because, I mean, going 95 miles an hour for 10 miles, that shaves off a little time. So
you did not get laid. Got you.
No, did not. Yeah, no, because we were home, and then both nights, like I got to bed last night about 2:30. So,
Boo.
Yeah, I mean, it was just.
See, if you would have just listened to me, you would have got a $220 hotel room. You would have got laid. You would have not been in that crazy traffic.
Well, I mean, Ken and I had to, we would have had to drive back Sunday morning, and
It's fine. The traffic's much easier Sunday morning.
Yeah, well, we did Brightline yesterday, and Brightline, I mean, both are kind of cool. I mean, the parking, we did the cheap parking. Parking was $40. So, I mean, that's what's crazy about Miami. Miami's fun, but damn, everything is so freaking expensive when you start adding it up. And then the Brightline, the Brightline's awesome. It is. It's convenient. But our return ticket, $200 to get down and back.
Surge pricing.
There were 5 people on the train on the way back. I'm like, that's the one thing. I'm like, you all got some fucking balls, right? I mean, $200 and there's 5 people on the train. I mean, I get the surge thing, but they're just completely raping people that are, trying to come back from an event.
That's not a good look.
I didn't like it. Yeah, I didn't like that either. I was like, okay, why is this so expensive? And that to me, I think, Brightline is awesome. It's clean. It's fantastic. It's convenient. But yeah, I don't know, man, the prices on some of the stuff. And then it's $15 to park. So, I mean, it was like buying a flight.
Maybe you have to pay in advance. Maybe because that was like a walk-up price.
Yeah, I mean, because we weren't sure how we were going to go. We thought maybe hotel and all that. And so, yeah, it could be. But, we buy Brightline every day for my son, Cannon. So I think, yeah, if you do it regularly, you're fine. But if you think, hey, let's do the Brightline, it is kind of tough. And then the other thing, too, getting out of the event, I booked the last train that we could get. And we stayed we walked out during the last song. It was going to take about 50 minutes to get an Uber outside of that venue. And then we weren't going to make our train on time. So, of course, we found a guy that had a car right then and there for $60 or $75,
Seems safe.
Yeah, well, he looked respectable. His car was black, tinted windows. If it was a van with no windows, maybe not. But, yeah, so that's the only thing. You can't do it frequently because you got to just spend so much freaking money. But the concert itself was awesome. It was a good setup. There were a ton of KVJ Nationers there. So, Yeah, that was kind of cool. So we wound up hanging out with a lot of people that listen to the show. Remember old intern Carly?
Yeah.
Some years ago, she was there, her and her sister. So got to see her.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Those girls are gorgeous.
Yeah. So they were a lot of fun. The setup was cool. They had kind of like a beachy type thing. They had general admission, and we did kind of like the VIP. Drinks were free, which is kind of cool. And then you got a better bathroom that wasn't, a complete shithole. So,
That's
that
nice.
so that part was cool, and all the performances were really good. So they were awesome.
Were you backstage?
Yeah, we got back real quick. Bruce, who is the program director of New Country, he set us up 103.1, and so we got to go back real fast and met Elle King. Virginia, you would love Elle King.
She's so cool.
Yeah, that girl is unreal. She's super nice, but she was slamming mojitos backstage, and she gets on stage and she has a mojito, and she's right away. She's like, I am really fucked up, and then. She's smoking like the entire thing, and she lights a joint. She's passing around to all of her band members. And I mean, she was completely wasted. That girl is insane. So, yeah, she was pretty cool. And then the Queen really wanted to see this guy named Sam Hunt. So we got back and got a quick little photo. But, I mean, everything is so super fast. Like, look forward, no video. Go in. You get, smile real quick. They take a quick photo, and then they usher you right back out. So
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it was cool, though.
Elle King has those daddy issues like me.
You know what? You might. Yeah, I got to look into her history because I don't really know it because I just got a little bit of it. And I think she grew up in Ohio from what I could get from one of her. I mean, when was Rob Schneider ever in Ohio? So I think she grew up with Mama. I don't know what the relationship was with Rob, but yeah, I got to do a deeper dive on that because she had a lot of daddy issues, apparently, or some issues with her childhood. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? Exactly.
Yeah.
Some of us turned to mojitos.
Yeah. So, but she was pretty cool. So it was good. All in all, it was a very fun and eventful weekend. So that was cool. So, and then Cannon's football team, they wound up winning their game. So Bud's Chicken and Seafood is undefeated.
Nice.
So, yeah, we fed the team Bud's. The team got their pre-meal was Bud's Chicken and Seafood, and then they went to Jupiter and beat them on Friday night.
I saw your video.
Which video?
It's like a Bud's Chicken and Seafood video of them feeding the players. It looks good.
Yeah,
Caitlin that.
Caitlin did that.
It looks good.
Yeah, she's good at it. Yeah, so I'm gonna send her everything from the concert this weekend because there's a lot more to kind of see and all that kind of stuff. But I'll have her put it together. So yeah, that's how I figured it out. I mean, me putting together a TikTok video is about a 4-hour. I got to map off half a day.
There's a learning curve.
Yeah, I've noticed that. So that was good. So that was the weekend. Suits, do you have anything crazy happen this weekend? Do we have a movie review from you tomorrow or anything?
I was going to ask you guys. I had an extra day here, but we never talked about what movie I should watch. You guys got any good recommendations for me? Maybe the chat room does?
You should watch The Room.
The Room? Denny's always tells me about The Room. He says it is comedically horrible.
It's one of the worst movies ever made, but it's fucking awesome.
Hey, I'm down for it.
I don't even know. What is the plot of that movie, The Room?
Pure sex, baby. There's 3 different 5-minute long softcore sex scenes. It's very bizarre. The acting's shitty. It's very weird.
Well, you're selling it great.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to turn you on, those Suits.
Doesn't sound like it will, but I still kind of want to see it now.
I think
someone in the chat room is saying, "What's eating Gilbert Grape?" That might be depressing for a Monday. Let's keep it a little bit lighter. Yeah.
Yeah, Devlin said Uncle Buck. Have you ever seen that from back in the 80s, Suits?
No, I've never even heard of Uncle Buck.
I think Bird, you don't think that's a good movie from the 80s?
He will absolutely hate Uncle Buck. He will not we got to stay away from the comedies, especially from the 80s with Suits.
That's true. Yeah.
Is it going to be too goofy for me?
You will not like Uncle Buck.
You know the one we should do, have you ever done Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
No, I've never seen that.
Okay, that's a Thanksgiving one.
Oh, okay. That's a good time
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, it's got a good vibe, and if you don't like that, there's going to be about 100 people who want to kick your ass. So that one we
Cool.
should.
That'll make Tuesday much more fun.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe not this Tuesday, but before Thanksgiving. So sometime maybe in the next couple of weeks, that might be a good one to do because I know
We
a
can
lot
do that
of
one
people.
next weekend.
Okay, yeah. So we'll do that coming up. Let me see. Devlin throwing out another idea. Tropic Thunder. Have you done that?
I have. That's a funny movie. I really like that movie.
Okay, yeah.
That movie would not be made today.
No, it would not be made today.
I was just watching it. I think it's either running on YouTube for free or I forget where it's at, but it's available right now. And I'm going, holy shit, there's no way this could be made today. And they all defend it. When you see them in interviews, most of the people involved with the movie go, suck it. We made a movie.
Wow. Yeah, it is. You know, I got to tell you, do you think we're ever going to get back to that where people have that mentality of suck it? You know, if you like it, great. If not, we still are going to be able to, we're going to say what we want to say. Or do you think that the era of cancel culture will always loom like a fart in the room?
I think it's going to be both. I think people are going to try to make their own thing and do and I think if you're talking about big corporations, they're going to play it way safer than anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe you'll see more of your fringe people who don't have to worry about a corporation and all the big budgets still try to do stuff that says something. And, you know, because there clearly is an audience that wants very unpolished, raw, non-PC type of content.
Everything goes. Everything's always an overreaction and overcorrection, and it'll balance out.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody had said My Cousin Vinny. Did you do that one yet, Suits?
I don't think I've done that one actually.
Oh, that's a good one.
What do you think, Bird? You do have an Emmy nomination that came out of that one.
Which some people say it's full of, it's not real. They said that was an accident.
What?
They're accidentally nominated?
They read the wrong name.
Oh, that's right. I haven't heard that. The award, not the nomination, though, right?
Oh, okay.
The award, yes.
Could you imagine that? That is pretty insane if that's true.
That's just a rumor. There's no proof, but that's what people would say behind the scenes. I thought she was awesome in that movie.
Yeah, no, I think both of them were fantastic. I think the acting was great, and Suits, the Karate Kid's in it.
Oh, really? I did not know that. I know nothing about this movie, actually. I've heard the title. That's all I know about it.
Yeah, I think that's one that you definitely should probably check out.
Yes.
All right, well, I'll watch it today, and we'll have the review tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Yay.
Perfect. Very cool. All right. Well, we're going to have everything's going to be back to normal tomorrow. We'll unpack very early in the show what happened with Jaybird's weekend and kind of get to that. But it'll be just kind of a regular Tuesday show. So we'll be back. I'm going to go put some stuff together, probably sleep a little bit more, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. So, and then we'll touch on Virginia's story again tomorrow too, because I know people are going to want to hear that. So. Yeah, you guys kind of got the sneak peek, the unvarnished with curse words, first rate edition of Virginia's story here today. So, and like I said, hopefully you guys like this, and we hope to be doing a lot of just during break, whenever we're off. Hopefully every day we'll have some kind of podcast wherever we are. So whoever's available, and I think I probably will be every day during break. So at 10 a.m., this will be just kind of our meeting place. We'll just jump in and talk about what's going on and see what's happening. So it seems like it's pretty easy. So, and it works for everybody. Cool.
All
right, y'all. Miss you guys. I'll see you motherfuckers tomorrow.
Okay, you son of a bitches.
Bye. You crusty, dusty fuckers.